Hi guys, it's Randy with Rum Creek Soaps. So today I'm going to be making a pine tar soap. This will be my very first pine tar soap that I have made. I've been putting it off for some time, so I've decided to go ahead and make it today. I've read so many wonderful benefits for your skin regarding pine tar. So I really had to go ahead and make some. And I have a very interesting new butter that I'm using, that I'm going to mention later, that I use to superfat this particular soap loaf with. But as you can see here, I am just adding the lye into the hot oils, and it'll go just like normal. I'll stick blend for a couple minutes and then wait for the very first volcano for it to start cooking, itself, and give it a go. And I just like when it looks like this. When you stick blend it to trace, it looks all creamy. Just looks so creamy. Yeah, it's about that time. It's gonna get ready to volcano, and a lot of times, if it doesn't volcano when I think it should, I will start to try to stick blend again to rush the process because I'm an impatient soaper. I just don't have the patience. I don't know why. But look at that volcano. It just looks so luscious to me. I love it. It's like hot soap lava. I just love it. I mean, you got to be careful, obviously, but I just love watching a soap volcano. Am I the only one? Just love soap volcanoes. Yeah, I'm just whisking it down when really I think I should have just let it continue to volcano as much as possible and let it turn over on itself just to see, before I whisked it down this time, but it's all good. Gotta get the scrape the walls down. And I missed a little piece over there too, which is irking me. How many of you guys have already made pine tar soap before? Have you got what have you guys what has been your experience with working with pine tar? Let me know in the comments, because this is my first time and I'm excited. Right here, I'm just gonna let it marinate for a little bit until it starts to gel or volcano a bit more, if it will, but it didn't too much. So just gonna agitate it a bit more. Check the temperatures on that, cover it up a little bit more, let it sit a little bit longer. And when it comes back, it should be a little bit more gelish. A little bit, not much. It's just about ready now though, so you can see the cooking that it's done. It has a little bit of separation, and I never worry about any kind of separation when I'm doing my hot process soap making, because just, a little stirring and it's already comes back together, and that's each and every time. Um so that's what happened here, and basically the soap is just about done. So that was pretty quick there too. So what I'm going to do here shortly, and you'll see, which I'm excited about, okay, is the superfat I'm using, you guys. Um, after I stir it down this particular time, I'm gonna get ready to add this superfat that I am very excited about. Have you guys heard of Kombo Butter? Um, it's a new butter to me that I recently purchased, and it has wonderful, amazing benefits. So that is going to be my super fat. And from what I've researched and read, Kombo Butter is antimicrobial, it's antifungal, it's loaded with antioxidants, and it even has anti-rheumatic properties. So it is a very, very beneficial butter. So I've added this to my pine tar soap for um, for its benefits to the soap bar. Now, I'm not making any medical claims about the soap other than that it cleanses. But as far as the Kombo Butter itself, I was so excited to use it in my pine tar soap, and I figured that, hey, it blends well. It's a more amber chocolatey butter, as you can tell, and so it would go well, I thought, with the addition of the pine tar. So that is what I did. How many of you guys have worked with Kombo Butter before? Have you heard of it? Let me know in the comments. What's been your experience with it? So far, I'm loving it. And here, I'm going to add the essential oil blend that I put together. It's cedarwood, sandalwood, and lavender. So, and it smells wonderful. I love it. But towards the end, after the soap bar comes together, I think the sandalwood turned out being a little bit more predominant. But it smells wonderful. It goes great with the pine tar. And actually, I can't even really smell the pine tar at all, honestly. So it turned out great. And of course, you can see here, excuse me, that I added the yogurt. Now, the yogurt had been sitting to get to room temperature, and it had, gotten a little bit watery, but nevertheless, it has been added to the soap batter, and it is being fully incorporated. And so we're just about done with this particular soap. Now, in just a minute, we'll be adding one of our key additions, which is the pine tar. And you guys, I have seen some other YouTubers with their pine tar. It was very runny. It poured easily out of their container. Mine was not that way. Mine was very thick, very viscous. I had to put some in one of those little bowls, and I had to actually sit it on a warmer so that it can just, liquefy a little bit. It was really thick, but it did loosen up, so it incorporated well into the soap batter. And this batter wasn't as fluid as I would have liked, but I did do a discount and the soap still turned out lovely. And here I am adding the pine tar. And so when I tell you that when I was trying to get that pine tar out of its original container, it was a mess. So I definitely had to put it on the warmer to even get it to pour like that, but it worked out. And I heard a lot of people, saying that they can't stand the smell of pine tar, but it really doesn't bother me at all, really. I don't mind the smell of it. It's really kind of earthy and woody and grounded. So I didn't mind it at all, and I definitely think that the cedarwood and sandalwood combo really brought that out. I think it worked good together with the pine tar. And so we're pouring this up, and that's it, guys. It's a done deal. Um, you'll see too. After I get it all in the mold, I'll freeze it for a couple hours, and I'll bring it back for the cut. And when I do the cut, you all, this soap appears to be a lighter brownish color, but after a few days of drying, um, it came completely dark, and it is still beautiful. It's a beautiful dark amber color. It's just a beautiful soap, and I love it. I think it's gonna be one of my favorite um, soap bars. Maybe even better than my apple cider vinegar bars. And you guys know how much I love my apple cider vinegar bars. Okay, so I think that pine tar is gonna be one of my keepers that I just keep in stock. Definitely because of the benefits with pine tar for me personally, and I'm still gonna tinker around with Kombo Butter with other things, like maybe a hair butter or something like that. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. But I love the combination with the Kombo Butter with the pine tar soap. It turned out right. But in a minute, you guys, so when I bring the soap back to cut it, you'll see. You see how dark it looks right now? Okay, so when I bring it back to cut it, you'll see what I mean. The color change once it cools. So remember, hot process is always darker right after it cooks. When it cools, the color changes, and then it'll change again depending on your water content as it dries. So just keep that in mind. All right, enough dilly dallying. Go ahead and get the soap and put it away, woman. See what I'm saying? Look at that. Look at that brown. So it's like this weird lighter. I'm not gonna say light. It's still dark, but it's lighter than what I expected for pine tar soap. But it turned, and then on the cut, you'll see that it has like some neat little swirls that you can see inside the bar. It really was pretty neat looking, but over the next couple of days, it did completely turn like a dark amber brown color, which was very beautiful. I love it. It looks great. I'm excited about it. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm doing the voiceover again, so I hope you guys enjoyed that too. And if you want me to continue with the voiceovers, I'll give it a go. Let me know down in the comments. But you guys enjoy the rest of the video, and thank you for subscribing. Please comment, like, share the video. Thank you, you guys.